tagged by D from D Lovely Life. Thank you. Hi, good morning. To do the 15 random questions. So I have them all written down and I'm going to answer them for you. I don't know if this is going to be interesting. I'm going to do it. Question number 1. What do you think you can do but can't? That would have to be singing. I think I can sing. I know I can't. I know. I've taken a couple of music lessons and the teacher said, you know, just give it up. You're tone deaf, basically. In my head, my singing sounds amazing, like the original, maybe even better. But I remember my son being like 3 years old and I would sing him like little children's songs, you know what I mean? And he looked at me like with a painful face like, okay mom, please don't. So yeah, but I do sing all the time. I don't care who's listening. I sing at work, I sing in the car, I sing in the house, I sing in the grocery store if the radio is playing, and you know, I don't care. Question number 2. What is a difficult word for you to pronounce? Well, I am Dutch actually, so I speak Dutch. I don't really have a difficult word. I work in pharmacy, and so I come across lots of information on sort of the medical things, you know, and so when I do some research for a patient and I, you know, look up in a book and there's words there and I'm like, what? And then I cannot pronounce, you know, the difficult medical terms, things like that. But I have a very patient boss, so when I have to consult him with something and I try to explain and use those words, it sounds like horrible. But then when I've pronounced them like 2-3 times and read them really well, then they're sort of stuck in my mind and then it's no problem anymore. And in English, I don't know. I think words that I find difficult to pronounce, I just avoid. I have no idea. I cannot come up with anything. But, you know, I remember the word anticholinerg. It's Dutch medical term. It was impossible for me. So, now you know. Question number 3. What is your favorite TV show from your childhood? I guess that would have to be, as I was a little older, that would have to be MacGyver. I don't know if you know that show. It's a man who practically saves everybody in the whole world all the time. I love that. MacGyver. Question number 4. What is something you cannot live without? Okay, that would have to be my car and driver's license by now. I was 32 when I got my driver's license and my car. And before that I would do everything on my bike, by bike and by bus and train, you know. And now that would be an impossible thing for me to do. So a 2-hour drive over to my mom with bus and train would take 4 to 5 hours. A 40-minute drive to work with the bus would take an hour and a half. So yeah, that's it. Cannot live without that anymore. Question number 5. What is more important? Love, fame, power, or money? Really? Love, okay? I think love is the only thing that has never started a war. Anything else? Question number 6. If you could live in any era or time period, when would it be and why? I think I would do great in the 60s and 70s, this sort of hippie period, anything to do with breaking free from the powers that be or something. I don't know how to describe it. Anything having anything to do with emancipation. I would love to be a part of that. Yeah, I think, and of course, you know, Janis Joplin, all the music back then. Love, love, love that. but mostly human rights, women's right to vote, all those sort of things, free thinking, and yeah. So, question number 7. If you had to redo your entire wardrobe with 2 stores, what would they be and why? Well, store number 1 would be anything thrifted. So, because you can find very creative stuff, different stuff there. I like that. And the fact that it is recycled, so you're using something that somebody else threw away. That's what I love. And there's the second store is a store that we have here, is local. It's called EC. And it is a women's clothes store, and it has sort of a more expensive stuff and really good quality. And it's really feminine clothes that they have. And now that I'm getting a little older, I love that. More sort of classy and nice quality and nice colors, So those are the two stores that I would love. Question number 8. Can you recall what you were doing a year ago on this day? I cannot. Today is Monday, the Monday after Father's Day. I was probably, I don't have my planner from a year ago anymore. I was probably free from work at home, not doing much, probably grocery shopping, something like that, relaxing. That's what I think I was doing. I don't know if I was doing anything special. I think not. It's just a school day, So, no is the answer to that question. Question number 9. Do you have reoccurring dreams? If so, explain. Yes, I do. When I was younger, I had a dream where I was a child and my father was still alive, and I would dream I was flying over him. I could just literally do this with my arms and I would rise up, and I could fly and see everything. And so that was a fun dream. I would always wake up, happy. But I also have a very scary dream, which is about me being in a very big house, and there's people I want to go to, and they're always in the next room, and it's like a maze. You go up a flight of stairs, and then you go down the same flight of stairs, and then you're in a different room, so constantly lost. And the people I want to go to are always just around the corner, and I cannot get to it. And it's mostly my mom and my brother and friends from my parents from my childhood, which were sort of like auntie and uncle, but they're no family, you know what I mean? My parents' best friends and their kids, and I can hear them, and I want to go get to them, and I cannot. And also sometimes in those dreams something bad would happen, and I would have to call 911, and I would have a phone in my hand, really old one, with a big dialing thing, and I cannot somehow touch the buttons. So, sort of a panicky kind of dream. Question number 10. What is your horoscope? I'm a Taurus. My birthday is May 13th, and actually in this house it's 3 Tauruses. Yeah. My son's birthday is May 7th, and my boyfriend's birthday is May 3rd. So it's 3 Tauruses in one household. That's fun. Question number 11. What does your dream bedroom look like? Well, my dream bedroom would be sort of a shabby chic, I guess. I like that, and that's sort of boho style, bohemian style. Right now it's very plain. It is white and beige with some touches of gold and silver and some crystals. I do like that sort of clean look, but not too much. I like mix match the furniture, painted, and I would like a little bit more color in my bedroom right now. It is sort of plain, but that's gonna, I'm gonna do that. I have some ideas for, things to do. But that's what it would look like, sort of mix match and comfortable and a little bit more color, but very clean. That's what I do want, very clean and tidy. So, question number 12. What position do you sleep in? I used to sleep on my back, only on my back, no other way for me to sleep. I still, when I go to sleep, I lay on my back and then I relax, and as I start to fall asleep, I sort of go into the fetal position. And that's what I started doing when I was pregnant in my final trimester. I did that sort of, well, we call it the ladies position, like you're sleeping on your side, and you have, so if you're on your right side, your right leg is stretched out and your left leg is bent over it. So that's sort of the only position I could sleep in with my big belly back then, and I sort of stayed, kept doing that. So that's the position I sleep in. What is question number 13? What is your favorite vampire of all time? I have none. I don't like horror. I don't like anything scary. I'm afraid of the dark, so I cannot watch that. My imagination will just run wild and I will get scared and ugh. So I don't have a favorite vampire. What I do know is when I was a small child, like toddler, I loved Scooby-Doo. So I guess any vampire in Scooby-Doo. Maybe. Is that an answer to the question? I guess so. Question number 14. What are you currently wearing on your feet? Nothing. I'm barefoot. Sometimes it gets a bit too cold and I would put on sort of house socks. Whenever I can, I'm barefoot. If you're not barefoot, you're overdressed. I like that quote. So yeah, that's it. I love any sandals, any flip-flops, anything like that. Unfortunately, the weather here, it is cold a lot of the time, so I do have to wear socks and shoes. But whenever I can, I'm barefoot. Question number 15, the last one. Do you have neat handwriting? Show us. Okay. I have very neat handwriting, and I don't. So on a day-to-day basis and at work, we have to work really fast, so my handwriting is sort of all over the place. And I've written down the questions, so this is what it looks like. But if I take my time, I can write. I think it's nice enough. I like that. I like my handwriting. Now, I have problems following the lines, that you're supposed to write on. Some people can write really straight on the lines. Mine is like whoop, 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 dancing around. So, a bit like me, all over the place. So I have neat handwriting, but mostly it's just, yeah, I just go scribble, scribble. So, this was the 15 random questions tag. So I hope you enjoyed. I don't know, do I have to tag somebody to do this as well? I'm gonna think about that. Who I can tag. I did not think of that yet. So for now, thank you for watching. Whomever I will tag, I will put in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed answering those questions. Thank you again, The Lovely Life. And when my camera gets fixed, because the camera on the other side of my phone broke completely, it does nothing but like purple stripes all over the place. So just the selfie camera on my phone now still works. So it's hard to film anything. that I'm doing right now. I hope it gets fixed this week. So until then, bye bye.